Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video. And a daily update on Bonk, because I covered this yesterday as well. If you watched the video yesterday, and if you also, I'm not sure if I tweeted about this, but if you are in the Telegram group, then you know that I took a trade on Bonk. We'll talk about that very briefly, but I mean mostly we'll talk about what to expect from here. Right? I think Bonk yesterday got a pretty significant bullish breakout. It was the strongest meme coin by far. I mean, you can also see that right here. If you zoom out, you can see that basically since yesterday at 7 p.m. until 7 a.m. this morning, it was the strongest coin out of all of them. Gained a ton of momentum, and I still think that at this point of time, it actually is technically still bullish. All right, so more bullish momentum potentially is possible. We'll talk about that, so let's get right into it. So if you look at Bonk right now, like I took a long trade yesterday after we broke out above this level right here, all right? So what I said yesterday as well is that Bonk actually looked like it was on a short term kind of consolidating here, and that we were waiting for a breakout right here. So we got that breakout yesterday evening when Bitcoin was also relatively strong, right? That was when Bitcoin was spiking up here. So that helped Bonk. But apart from that, what also happened, and I think that's absolutely key to what happened with Bonk and why it was relatively strong and is relatively strong, is that we gained a ton of open interest right here. All right, you can see that in the I'm not even sure how many positions this is or how much dollar in positions that is, but it's a lot. All right, it's a significant increase. We haven't seen these levels in a while. So that's great to see. It's not only long orders. There's some big long orders in there, but it's also short orders. And those short orders have not really been liquidated yet. All right, so what we've seen in general is that, all right, well, most of the momentum we gained was obviously bullish. Otherwise, we couldn't have broken out here. And otherwise, we couldn't have held that level right now, because you can see that this move up we have held so far the 236 fib, which is the weakest Fibonacci level there is, even though Bitcoin over the course of this morning actually fell down quite a bit. So there's obviously more bullish momentum around Bonk than bearish momentum, which makes the fact that quite a lot of people shorted Bonk quite interesting. So that's what I wanted to look at. So some potential heat map or some potential liquidations close for Bonk. So if you look at now, that's the Bybit chart. I want to look at the Binance chart. If you look at the liquidity levels for Bonk right now, most of them, if we zoom out a bit more, most of them are actually to the downside, like around 0.0257 and 0.025 in general. So there is a lot of liquidity. I mean, like I said, most people longed Bonk. So most of the liquidity is in this area right here. And I don't even think it's a bad idea to drop down there first before moving up later. Because I do think if you look at the situation right now, first of all, Bitcoin is finding strong support. So the market, I would say, is fine. Then apart from that, the momentum for Bonk is also still very high. All right, so the momentum is also good enough to rally up higher, because that's what we want. And then the technical reactions for Bonk so far have been good as well, respecting the previous resistance level. So for me, it's most likely at this point, with what we've seen so far, that we will rally up higher. And for that, we have to zoom out a bit. And that's like one of the key reasons why I took a long on Bonk. Is because we had a very strong reaction from this support level right here, right? So from that support level right there, if you find strong reaction there, historically we've always gone up to this key level right here at 2850 afterwards. All right, so that's my main price target. You also have the 382 fib at 2790. So that's the main level we want to get to. And for the reasons that I've said earlier, I think it's most likely that we'll get there. Now, before that, like I said, due to the liquidity to the downside, I think it's possible, and I would even say it's likely, that we'll drop down to a 2500, or at least that level. But from there, like I said, for the reasons, momentum, market bounce, Bonk's, what did I want to say? And the reaction so far, which still matters, even though we'll drop down lower. I still think it's most likely that from there, we will rally up higher. All right, so those are my thoughts. If for some reason we don't get a strong reaction from that level at 2500, then I was wrong, all right? Because it is absolutely crucial that if we drop down there, we get a strong reaction. If we don't, probably Bitcoin is dumping, all right? So then it will no longer happen, and then we'll just do something like this, right? So keep that in mind, but for now, I do think it's, but for now, I don't see any reason why we would not have a strong bounce, all right? So those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know for now. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.